Oh, Zilla Lamar Valentine with Global Grind.
Zilla.
I love you.
What's your first name?
My name is Zilla. My first name is Lamar, but everyone calls me Zilla. Zilla
okay.
Valentine.
Okay,
yeah.
excellent.
You like that?
Yeah, it's a nice name.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's unusual. I don't think I've heard it before.
Cool.
What's the origin?
I have seen gods fly. I've seen men build weapons that I couldn't even imagine. I've seen aliens drop from the sky.
Yeah.
But I have never seen anything like this. How much more are you hiding?
Hold up.
Black Panther, Zhuri. This character is so great on so many levels. When you got into the costume of it and the wardrobe, what changes went through Forrest?
I mean, it does. I have to say, Ruth Carter's design did help, because the way I move and stuff moves with the wind. You'll feel the things flying around you, and so you feel that kind of elemental energy. And the same with the other one where I'm walking through the water and it kind of moves, like fish. You know what I mean? All together. So it gives you that sense of connection that I think is really powerful.
Speaking of power, this movie is very powerful. One of the most powerful movies I've ever seen in my life. And even it was created in a powerful way with black heads of studios and heads of all this stuff. What did it mean for you to be a part of this film?
Well, I mean, I think it was important, when I found out they were going to do this piece about Black Panther. I thought that to be able to bring this African superhero to life was really a powerful thing, and could project images that would be positive reinforcers for people, you know what I mean, for youth and kids, and for us as adults as well. But I think Brian, knowing that I was going to be working with Ryan on it, really dictated to me a greater thought of knowing that it was going to have a true, strong social conscience, and that it was going to be speaking to the people, and that's what happened, I think.
Yeah, those messages that are in there, when you saw them and when you read them on paper and then seen them on screen and heard the reaction of the people, what went through your mind at those moments?
I think it was really interesting watching the response from an audience level. You can see them gasp, but you can also see them sit up and listen. I think at the end, when it's talking about that we will step out of our safety zone because we must be responsible for others and help and assure that people will rise up, you know what I mean, to better standards of living in life. It was really a powerful message that Ryan put in the film, and I guess it rides through the whole film of do we isolate ourselves or must we help? And that's really powerful. There's so many messages, I think the Killmonger one for me was really impactful, it was really emotional for me because, he was a kid who was dealing with life where he had no parental influence. He was, subjugated, pushed upon by society and stuff, and it formed him, this kid who could have been king, you know what I mean? But instead, because of the things that he's allowed in his life, the boundaries, it becomes something else, you know what I mean? And yet, and it says in some weird way, his only destiny is either death or incarceration. You know what I mean? And that's a very powerful thing to have to look at and to examine, because I think there's a lot of youths that are going through that kind of situation and who have to be, again, reached out to and helped to be able to find other ways, other purposes, other opportunities.
Yeah. For those kids who need that and are looking for advice on why to keep going forward and why to stay on the straight and narrow path, what would you say to them?
It's just a longer discussion of but I think the one of the key things is we want to hopefully they can find what they consider their purpose in life, what they consider their purpose to go forward with, and if they can just choose that and keep it and use it in some ways as a North Star, so that whenever they get thrown off path by whatever it might be that life gives towards them, whether it's even themselves fighting to stay on their path, that they'll at least be able to look and see that star and know where they're trying to go. And by continuing to try to move towards it, some things will happen.
Godzilla!
Yeah.
Zilla bitch.